produces the metabolic end products which are not good for the body. Maybe there may be urea formation, maybe other things formations, uric acid and other waste products are produced which is not good for the body, and they must be rejected from the body, and that rejection is known as excretion. For excretion there are two kidneys mainly. Besides that, excretion can be done through skin, through lungs, through GIT, through the feces, and the metabolic end products can be rejected from the body. Mainly, the rejection of metabolic end products takes place through the kidneys, and that is why the two kidneys are the main two excretory organs of our body. Up to this, is it clear? Up
Yes,
to
sir.
this, yes. Okay. May I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Right? They are excreting, urinating. Now, let us come to the next one. This figure is the figure of a diagram of a kidney. So you see there is some problem in the figure. I'll tell later. Actually, this portion which is light in color should be dark in color. Okay, this one should be dark in color, and these portions should be light in color. Now I cannot do anything because I downloaded the figure only. Now this dark color, this color, this portion is dark, and this is the renal cortex, right? This is the renal cortex. These are the renal medulla or renal medullary pyramid. It looks like pyramid, so they are called renal medullary pyramids. In between the pyramids, there is the columns where the cortical tissue enters. These columns are called renal column of Bartin, after the name of Bartin, a scientist. Now, this portion is very dark red in color because these portions have plenty of Bowman's capsule. Okay, Bowman's capsule are more here, and the tubules are mainly here. So tubules having less blood supply, so it is not so intensely red, right? So the tubules are here, and the nephrons. You know that the functional and structural unit of the kidney is nephron. Nephron has two portions. Nephron has two portions. One is Malpighian corpuscle, and another is tubule, right? Malpighian corpuscle contains glomerulus and the other portions, uh, the glomerular capsule, and so here these portions are more. That is why these portions is very darkly red, and tubular portion is here, so it is not so dark in red. But both are red in color, right? You know all those things because you have already read in your class 11, 12, class 10 also, I think. Now, on the top, upon the biro, just outside, there is a renal capsule. It is very tough. Renal capsule is very tough. Okay. Now, these medulla, this is the medullary pyramids, and they are small. There are small portions which are called the major a minor calyx. The minor calyx coalesce and makes the major calyx. Major calyx coalesce and makes the renal pelvis. Then renal pelvis is continuous with the ureter. So this is the gross diagram of a kidney. Am I clear?
Sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
May I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
May I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here we are showing the structural and functional unit of of kidney, that is a nephron. The nephron has two main portions. One is Malpighian corpuscle, another is tubule. In tubule there is proximal convoluted tubule, then the
Loop of-
straight portion, then the loop of Henle, the descending limb, loop of Henle, ascending limb, loop of Henle, then again the distal convoluted tubule, then the collecting
Collecting duct.
tubule or collecting duct is there, and this is it. So you see the one portion of the tubule is swollen. Okay, this is swollen, and it is a cup-like structure. And inside the cup-like structure, there is the glomerular tuft of capillaries. That is, and then again there is tuft of capillaries here, and then right? Can you hear me now? Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Now here you see the afferent arteriole is entering. Then there is tuft of capillaries. Then there is efferent arteriole. Okay. And in between the afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, this portion is known as juxtaglomerular apparatus. So juxtaglomerular apparatus is in the distal convoluted tubule. Can you see? Can you follow me? This is the distal convoluted tubule. Now here you see this is the continuation of the tubule. Continuation of the tubule is showing here. This is the loop of Henle. Then there is proximal convoluted tubule, and then now if you see the cross section of the cell here, if this cell of the proximal convoluted tubule have more
Brass powder.
villi, they have micro villi, more micro villi. So